And now, meteorologist Dan Henry with your Weather First forecast.
Well, it's been a very hot last week here on the Suncoast, and of course we are heading toward the fall equinox on Saturday, but I don't expect any sort of fall-like weather for us anytime soon. Summer-like heat's on the way once again for the first weekend of fall with some scattered afternoon and evening storms. Does that sound familiar? Next week, slightly less humid, couple degrees cooler on those overnight lows, fewer afternoon storms. The days are still going to be nice and hot though for us. The good news is we have high pressure and control to the east, and that means that red tide down to moderate levels as we have offshore winds, at least in the morning. Now, once the sea breeze moves in, those winds will turn westerly and will push some of that smell back on shore. So get out to the beach early, 75 to 77 for your Friday morning, but then as we head toward the afternoon, very, very warm indeed, 92, 93 degrees, 50-50 rain chances for us. So a little bit better chance of getting some of those natural air conditioning, those downpours out there. A little bit of red on the radar there, here and there for drive time Friday. Those storms will scatter offshore as we head toward the evening, freeing up your evening plans, and your Saturday morning looking nice and dry as well. Saturday rain chances just a touch lower, 40% or so. No washouts here in the next couple days. I won't spend a whole lot of time in the tropics. There are two areas of low pressure given a low chance in the next 48 hours of development. This one looking pretty healthy here, but for reference, Bermuda is right under this shield of rain here, so that is way out to sea for us. And then this other area of low pressure doesn't have much going on at low levels, still pretty ragged, just groups of showers and storms, and overall looking unlikely that we're going to see any area forming in the next 5 days. It's possible, but not likely. Long-term activity, a little bit more likely as we turn the corner toward October, still near the peak of hurricane season. The good news is, and the bottom line, no threats to Florida in the next 7 days. So we're keeping our attention on that red tide forecast. Still hot and sticky at the beach. The levels of red tide have actually dropped a little bit thanks to those morning easterly winds. So get out early if you're going to get out to the beach. We're looking at moderate levels for Manatee, Sarasota, and Charlotte counties. The Bay areas, though, still seeing high levels of red tide in most cases. And the farther you get away from the coast, the better off the red tide is. So red tide still present in a few Gulf areas, but overall just a little bit better with those easterly winds, 10 to 15 knots. So anyway, there's your 7-day forecast, keeping rain chances a little bit higher this weekend and then a little bit drier for next week.